there's one flaw in this tournament, all right, if only one flaw, there's only one flaw, is that I don't know which round it's going to be. Also, this matchup looks like a giant flaw in this tournament because Tierlist should be able to destroy Airy King in this. I don't see how he even has a chance. So let's see. Airy opts for double defense here with a standard mage build. Looks really good. You know, he's got the pen on deck. He's got a Gem of ISO to further slow her. He's going to have, of course, a lot more clear potential than her and buff taking potential. But if he steps out of position for even a second, he can die. And, oh, missed twos. Yeah, actually, that's interesting. No anti-heal picked up from Deer. Of course, he's got the 100% anti-heal in his ultimate, but that's not always going to be a factor, especially now when he's not even level 5 yet. Oh. Yeah, once he hits level 5 is really the time when he steps out of position, he'll die. Right now, Airy King is okay. So yeah, my bad in miswording that. As the matchup goes on, it'll definitely be that way. But for now, he has, you know, a little bit of poke, and he's got the ability to stay, you know, within that lane to make sure that he can't grab you through the creeps. And that works out very well for him. So hopefully, I mean, you know, ideally you want to get something going within these first 5 levels before he hits 5. But yeah, it's quite ambitious. So we see the Deathbringer picked up for Deerstronaut. Definitely not a bad pickup for Serket. It works out really well because, you know, she's got the inherent crit on her 1. And just adding a little bit more to her build works out really well. But I think the Malice is supposed to be best on her because it works best with, you know, that ability proccing crit. Correct me if I'm wrong, though, you guys. Oh my god. Yo, so what we're seeing right now, I think, is Deerstronaut not knowing this god. Remember, this is random gods. So if, you know, if you get Serket, and you're even in a very favorable matchup, you might just not know how to play Serket, and you might just get bopped. So that's always a win. You can get very lucky and have your opponent just have no idea how to play the god that counters yours. And what was a, you know, impossible match for you now just became a very easy win. Let's see though. See if Deer can adapt and pick up some Serket stuff on the way here. Doesn't have much time because it is, you know, very quick pace. These matches go real quick. Ooh, so much damage, but no ultimate available. Oh! What a great ultimate. Calls out the jump beautifully, too. I'm not sure if that was his intention. It almost definitely wasn't, because she didn't initiate the jump yet. But he just positioned it so well that it would cover, you know, most of her options, and it covered her going back in, which was important. And I know that, you know, he knew there that she was probably opting to go back in either way, so only thing he could have done was jump out, and forcing her out there would have been even fantastic. Instead, he just gets the kill in return, finds first blood, and Ra might just take out Serket. Yeah, I do want to see a defense item. Not a defense, but a anti-heal item come out here for Deer. There it is. Picks up the beat stick, recognizing that he's really in need of one. Without that ultimate proc, you know, he's got no anti-heal otherwise, and Airy is constantly setting in that heal, and he recognized it after that last engagement. Like I said, I really like Airy's build. It's just, you know, it's clean. It's right. It feels right. Ooh. Okay, Deer's thinking through what he wants to do here, and that was actually great. Really nice positioning. Made sure there was no room for Airy to escape there, or just to maneuver around and buy time for his abilities to come back up. Straight into the point. Deer gets the return kill, and he's looking cleaner now. With that little combo, he's looking like an able-bodied Serket, and now he, you know, obviously could have a real chance here as long as he can recognize the disadvantages of Ra in this matchup and exploit them. Also, if you guys have seen it, the new one, tell me how it was. I've been hearing fantastic reviews. I love the original. I could never finish it as a kid, but I finally went back and watched it with Jen, and it was so good because it's so funny. And it's not really that scary because it's like so poorly animated and everything, and you know, it's like an older movie, so. But it was, I mean, it's still pretty scary. I mean, but yeah, I've heard the new one is fucking terrifying. So that's the thing, and I don't like that because I like the writing of that. All right, anyway, ultimate's out and no healing for Aerie. Oh, also that too. Oh, that does hit him with the ultimate, but it's just not enough. Transfers the poison to all his creeps as well, so they're going down. Big poisonous explosions in the mid lane. Deerstronaut looking really good here now. That horrific emblem was a great pickup for him. Definitely. We've seen some wacky relic choices throughout this. We've seen a few unnecessary blinks. But, yes, right here for Deer, recognizing that the horrific, ironically, on Circuit, a god that does utilize Blink very well, and, you know, maybe should be his second relic choice if he doesn't go, like, Shield of Thorns. Yeah, definitely getting the best out of that relic there. But yeah, I can't watch it in the theaters if it's that scary. I might not even watch it outside of it because with my anxiety, like, I actually can't watch things that are too scary. But, ooh, what a great pull from Deer. Max range on the 2 there. And, oh, man, he wants to keep going. I don't know that he'll be able to, though. So, Aerie gonna take that ultimate away from Deer, and that's a good look for him. But he goes back in with the greed. Oh, man. Not sure that, well, obviously, that was not the play. Not sure what he was thinking there, though. He had already gotten that, you know, a high priority, well, I mean, the ultimate out from Deer. Playing his high priority ultimate in Conquest. He generated those 5 ultimate. Anyway, it's a common caster thing, guys, you know. But yeah, so just the wrong decision to stick around and try to make his way back into that fight. Even without the ultimate, Circuit's so deadly right now with those 3 pen items. Goes Bracer, which... The good thing about this is he starts out with the tier 2 of Bracer, which is very good because he's got the cooldown reduction off of it. Nice. Utilizing the passive speed buff that Ra gets, just able to get out of there in time. It's Aerie. Yeah, so the good thing about Bracer here is, like I said, he's got a mana, not mana, he's got a cooldown reduction right there off of that item, right off the bat, so that's good. Oh, good shell. Also the right option. Another great ultimate. Look at Aerie. There's also no anti-heal coming out from Deer. There's no anti-heal coming out from Aerie here onto Deer, so yeah, it makes a lot of sense to be able to use that item properly. So given the cooldown part alone, that you can instantly get the cooldown reduction from Bracer, the tier 2, then I could be on board with this for sure. Especially for an assassin like Circuit. But yeah, let me know what you thought. And did you like the original? And was it hilarious to you? Because like me and Jen and her little brother are still making jokes. The movie is so fucking funny. Oh, this does not look good for Aerie. No ultimate for Deer, yeah, but he's, you know, waiting on his cooldowns. He's got no Bracer. But there goes the ultimate. Does come back up. So many great ultimates in the corner from Aerie. Every time you back him into a corner, he's gonna smack you in the face with a Ra ultimate. But unfortunately, it's just not doing enough here. And like I said, his build altogether is really good. It's just, you know, shouldn't be enough to beat Circuit if she's playing correctly. He's really got to hope to outplay Deer quite a bit more. One thing he should be doing, I think, is trying to force him into worse positions. This might be the longest match. I'm predicting this to be one of the longest matches of the tournament, too, because they're going so quickly. But Ra here can stall this out, and Deer not, you know, seems to be that proficient on the Circuit, or at least is, or some nerves are shaking him up. But yeah, allowing Aerie to play a lot more passive. Or at least allowing Aerie to, well, he is allowing Aerie to play more passive. The Aerie taking the opportunity is another story. That I think he could do better here, as he's consistently putting himself right up there and fighting straight into her. But you know, this is also, you know, it's like this is more of a wacky, fun tournament than it is a super competitive one as well. So Aerie might also not be playing, you know, that same kind of campy strategy that he needs to in this position. That's also hyper Joust. You're feeling yourself with the damage. Like, you're doing so much to start out. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Shell is popped already, and he's this low. Aegis really nice, but I don't know. Nope. Yeah, that rotation of abilities just so deadly. Deer locks down the prey there. Get it? Ironic, because he's a deer. And they usually don't have prey. Alright, so. It's a good day, guys. Good day. Sells the gem of ISO, and instead goes into Polynomicon and now a Midgardian male. I like the Midgardian, actually. It might help out. I'm not sure, though. Like the idea. Hopefully with that poly, he can you know, find an opportunity to get that Phoenix down. If he can take the Phoenix, then it'll be incredibly hard for Deer to fight into the fire creeps. Serket doesn't clear well at all, so you know, her expending her entire kit on the fire wave while you're pressuring her as Ra, you know, could be very good. You know, on the other hand, she could just ignore the wave altogether and kill you anyway, if she finds you. That poke from Aerie. He's trying to make a statement here. He's trying to make a stand. I think Blink would probably be a better pickup than Bracer here for Deer. I've been very critical of the relic choices today. I know. But that's what I have to do, right? That's what I'm here for. Criticize relics. So Aerie on the run from the all-powerful Serket here as she just takes down the Ra way too easily. Unfortunate for Aerie that the matchup was so poor. That's one of those that, like I said, back in the day, I used to run money matches of these for like $1 or $2, and I would do a strike rule where within the first 10 seconds of the game, if you didn't like your god, you could strike it, like as long as you guys haven't hit each other or anything yet. And I got that from back in the day when I used to play Smash, you know, competitively. We would do random matches with strikes, and that was a blast. And so striking is really fun too, because you have to like think like, is your opponent good on this god first of all, and like what, you know, what am I gonna get if I strike this out? What are the chances I get a better matchup? But yeah, in that one you would definitely strike it. Unfortunately, we couldn't do that striking roll here because it would interfere with spectator way too much. I'd have to keep spectating over and over again, and it would make the live experience really poor. So unfortunate. Then I was thinking maybe we can do bans, but I don't think you can do bans and do random pick. You can't. So there was really no alternative, at least that I could foresee. All right, so we got round 2 here. Aerie King versus Deer. 1-0 Aerie. I'm sorry, 1-0 Deer. Now, this is a good matchup of players in general, actually, I gotta say. I don't know that they've played much in the previous tournaments, but both of them are in a similar, like, skill area, in my opinion. So, yeah, fortunate that these guys find each other, you know, rather early on, and we get a pretty good matchup, or a pretty good just match out of it. And maybe not a good matchup from the first one, but this one, however, could be very interesting, especially with that Shield of Thorns coming into play. Deer had a shell there, and it's a fully upgraded shell, so he would have been able to absorb some of the autos from Aerie, and he just didn't recognize to use it. Unfortunately, did not pull the trigger, and Aerie just able to take him out there real quick and clean. Triple defense for Aerie. I like the build, honestly, with the Midgardian, Breastplate, Nemean. It's a great combo of, you know, the strongest dual physical defense items. And, you know, it's absolutely necessary in cases like these when you're up against some of the strongest hunters in the game. Oh, great ult for the CC immunity and the, of course, extra damage. Wow. Airy starting this off with a bang. And Cullen is a tough god to use, in my opinion. I don't know. Some people might say he's easy. I think he's ridiculously hard just because you have to, you know, you have to get accustomed to the weird way that he plays with the rage bar and everything. So I'm guessing Airy plays a little bit of this god with how, you know, quickly he's able to start things off. This this matchup overall should definitely go to Hou Yi, though. But in this kind of circumstance, you know, things are always shaken up a bit because the full gold start is obviously, you know, very impactful for the overall game. Nice ultimate, but I don't think he's going to be able to get anything off of it. Deer just jumping away from that one. Oh, doing so much damage, but actually misfires that ultimate. I don't like the Blood Forge for Deer. I'm not sure why he picked that up. I guess because he doesn't want to wait out the... well, he doesn't want to risk going the stacks from the Devo. But then just go Aussie in this scenario, I would think. Executioner, Chin Size, Titan's Bane. I think this is the right build for him. Either way, definitely don't want to go crit here into triple defense Thorns. You will just literally kill yourself in seconds. The only good thing about crit here, or not the only good thing about crit, but one of the best things about crit in Hyper Joust is that it's a really... Oh, this might be the big engagement for this man. He is popping off, but I think he's dead. No, the passive HP 5 there from Airy, as well as the pots that he's got. Wow. Keeping him alive in this monster form. Yeah, so the crits are really strong because you have such little health that, you know, a big crit can do like 3/4 of your life. Because you have crit items that allow you to crit for insanely huge numbers, but you have such a small health pool because of your level. So sometimes it could even work out into a lot of defense in this early, but eventually it will fall off, and overall the better build, in my opinion, would be this. But you could argue that it might not fall off because, you know, you went real early. And that's what's fun about it, you know? That if there wasn't like some interesting counterplay, I definitely would not have run this tournament. You know, I didn't do it just for wacky RNG reasons, just to see, like, you know, just for chaos, see what everybody would do if thrown into like a crazy position. I also just thought, you know, hey, there's some interesting counterplay in this game mode, and a lot you could do with builds and stuff. It makes for a really interesting spectator game mode, in my opinion, at least. And to play as well. I don't know if you guys played Hyper Joust for the match of the days when they have them up, but they're a ton of fun. I put some of them on YouTube of my own before, if you want to look at those or anything. And yeah, they're a blast. As long as you don't get, like, you know, Kali or Geb into Kali, then you have a good time. Yeah, when Cucullin transforms, he gets HP, extra HP. Okay, so Deersnotch sneaks out the Fire Giant or Bull Demon thing there real quick. Quicker than I could even catch it. Wow, I came with a range on that root. That's crazy, man. And he uses the ultimate there because I'm always told with Cucullin, and it's just a why not scenario, because the odds of you going back into the monster form are before it's back on cooldown, I'm guessing, is it? Or is it like always back on cooldown? I don't know. I know nothing about this guy. I'm calling you guys. I just knew quite a little bit of knowledge, though, about the health and the HP 5, so give me that at least, though. Otherwise, though, I just can't. I don't know why. I don't like it, and I feel like one day I will. All I know is that his tier 2 is really good, and a lot of people don't like it, but it should have been his base skin. It's great. It's fantastic. Airy popping all the pots every time he backs here. Deer just trying to hold off the minions from his tower. He's getting into a comfortable position here. In this kind of position, he could have definitely gone for Devour's Gauntlets because of how late the game will go based on the matchup and his own ability to hold the line here. But, you know, you don't want to gamble that and just get snowballed over. Because maybe he wouldn't be able to hold the line well enough if he went Devo Gloves too, you know. But for now, he's not doing enough damage to Aerie yet. And he knows it, so that's why he's holding out under the tower. See, he's like getting more reflected damage than he's doing. He needs those levels to really come online as a hunter here. Ooh, close. That would have been a beautiful shot. Oh, and he does go into the Aussie here instead of the Blood Forge after all. Yeah, okay. It's just that he has 2 separate cooldown sets. Thanks, Cosmos, for clarifying. Yeah, so it's not that... Yeah, it is just unlikely that you're going to be the monster form without an ultimate. Because it takes a while to get back into that monster form. Ooh. This is a very important engagement, and it does go to Aerie King. Important because this does mean the tower goes to Aerie, and Deer really taking a backseat this game, having a very tough time solidifying himself. And I don't know. A lot of this is, you know, snowball of, you know, natural snowball of the fact that he's a full-built warrior into a full-built hunter who's, you know, not yet at a higher level. So he's still got really low HP. So the warrior can bully in such a way that he just bursts you, you know, to nothing. So I do think that in the early this favors Aerie, at least to a little bit. But it's up to Deer to, you know, just try to stall it out for a little bit. And unfortunately, you know, while stalling it out, you can't afford to have your opponent get up this much. You know, he's up 3 levels now, down 0-4. And this might be, you know, closer to the realm of no return, really. Alright, this is a good look for Aerie, going over to this Bull Demon. And looking to just take it down real quick. He should have used his 2 as well. Actually, I guess he wants the monster form against it, but he's probably not even get there, so... Yeah, the 2 would have at least done the passive damage for him, but... Ooh, okay. Wow, ultimate completely absorbed by that shell, actually. Doing nothing outside of that. Oh, wow, the turn back from Aerie might have saved him there. But I don't know if it'll be enough to keep him... Nope. Just nope. Real close, but this is bad luck now. From a good look for Aerie going over that Bull Demon King to a bad look quickly as Deer goes and challenges him and finally finds the right opportunity. Yeah, quickly depleting this tower, and while the Bull Demon King buff, or you know, Tower Phoenix debuff stands, I don't know that Aerie King will be able to make use of it. Let's see how this next interaction goes. They both got Shield of Thorns available. The shell from Deer was a really good choice, a good pickup. He could have gone that, or he could have gone Sprint. But I think the shell works out better because there's no like prevalent slows coming from Kakulin. So it'll be pretty much just for getting out of dodge, whereas the shell allows you to, you know, better all in. Ooh, close, but I think he should have went for the mark to stun there. He could find himself in a really bad spot. Aerie King is looking for the engagement. They both got Shield of Thorns popped, and this is going to be dead. Deer sure not. He doesn't have the creeps with him, and this is coming back up, however, so that's... unfortunate. He might have to go. No, he's good. He's got 3 defense items. He's fine. Yeah, he's good to chill. So he just takes that down and got the nice summer SPL fucking back animation, I think it is, or just summer. Yeah, summer SPL back animation. This is my least favorite song of the YouTube song. It sounds like terrible club music. And it's the Sonic song, which should have been good. I just don't like how they did it. remove, skip. Sorry if you love that song. All right, Aries really gonna push the envelope here. So many sayings as a caster that, like, even if you're not in any way professional casting, you end up saying so often. Cause like, what else do you say? You have to say these words. These phrases are, you know, staples of casting. And they happen all the time. He does have to push the envelope. Otherwise, he's gonna lose to the late game. Lose to the late game of Hoyu. And ooh, this is not the kind of pushing of the envelope that we like to see, though. This is a very forced. Oof. But like, what does pushing an envelope like even mean? To be honest, actually, I gotta be honest. I don't know that one. Push the envelope. Pushes through the door. He's got it halfway in. He's got to push it through the door. Probably, I guess. But yeah, he pushed that one really. He kind of just jammed it, ruined the envelope in the process. The envelope is shattered. Actually, you can't shatter an envelope. It's crumpled. It's destroyed. Yeah, Maz has a full-time job right now. So he's just, you know, busy as hell. And we all miss him and love him. And I didn't ask Wiz about the cast. Like I said, I thought this one would be an easy cast, given that it's such a lax kind of tournament. But there's so much going on with like items and everything. Also, constant changes in the build, which is always good. You know, it lets you know the players are actually really hardcore strategizing what they should be going here. Deer with the friendly emote, maybe? Who knows? These guys could be arch nemesis for all I know. And yeah, he's just camping it out here. Knows that Aerie needs to push, you know, in melee range to take down that Phoenix, and if he's there to protect it, things will not go well for Aerie at this point. But Aerie looking for the Bull Demon. It's a good decision at this point, but unfortunately spotted out by Deer. Ooh, this is bad because he doesn't want to fight into the shield. Actually, I guess he can fight right into the ultimate. He doesn't give a shit. He's doing so much damage right now. Oh my god. All right. He's looking for this too, and he will take it. The monster will take everything he can get as Aerie takes game 2, and it results in the first one-to-one exchange we've had so far this tournament. That was game 3. God damn it, you guys. I knew it. What did I say? I said this exactly. Said we never know if this is going to be game 3 or not. Oh, man. Because we didn't know. There's no way to know when you go into it what happened. So first game, Aerie won, and Aerie took the third game as well. It was only that second Raw game that Deer was able to take with the Surcat. My bad. But yeah, very well played by Aerie. GG.